A very good afternoon, and thank you for joining us at this time. You're watching News Analysis live on Politics and Business TV. The top stories. President Bola Tinubu calls on religious leaders to refrain from vilifying or denigrating the nation in their sermons. Federal government disburses 90 billion naira to subsidize 2024 pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia. Labour Party crisis deepens as members defect to the People's Democratic Party. Details coming up shortly. Right, welcome back. I am Omo Ifepeace Osemere. President Bola Tinubu has called on religious leaders to refrain from vilifying or denigrating the nation in their sermons. Speaking during Ramadan Iftar with traditional rulers and religious leaders at the State House yesterday in Abuja, the president emphasized the important role of religious leaders in shaping public opinion and fostering a sense of unity among citizens. Tinubu, while urging the leaders to be more constructive in their criticism of those in elective positions, also declared that his administration is determined to turn Nigeria's challenges into prosperity. He urged traditional and religious leaders to forge a strong bond with the government to defeat terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, and other forms of criminality in the country. Former President Muhammadu Buhari has extended his birthday felicitations to President Bola Tinubu, who turns 72 today. Buhari's birthday message, which was conveyed in a statement signed by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, titled "Former President Buhari greets Tinubu on his 72nd birthday," also commended Tinubu for making sustained effort to overcome the many problems of the country. However, according to media reports, President Tinubu had last week Sunday asked well-meaning friends and family members to keep his birthday low-key. The president's plea, which was contained in a statement signed by his special assistant or advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, premised a low-key celebration on the killing of army officers and policemen in Delta State and the current state of insecurity nationwide. The presidency said he will use the opportunity of his birthday to reflect and rededicate himself to the task of building a more stable, more secure, prosperous, and united Nigeria. The federal government has released 90 billion naira to subsidize the 2024 pilgrimage to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. According to media reports, a top official at the presidency who confirmed this on the condition of anonymity noted that without the intervention, each of the intending pilgrims would have been requested to add at least 3.5 million naira to the initial fee, which was pegged at 4.9 million naira. In the same vein, some state governments like Kano, Kebbi, Kogi, and Ogun have reportedly provided subsidies to offset the balance of funds for the exercise. But some intending pilgrims, it was gathered, have continued to ask the State Muslim Pilgrims Welfare Board to refund their deposits due to their inability to raise the balance of 1.9 million naira announced on Sunday by the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON. NACON had pegged the deadline of payment of fares for the 2024 Hajj for today, Friday at 12 a.m. The Minister of State, Petroleum Resources, Oil, Senator Heineken Lokobiri, has said that the federal government was ramping up oil and gas investments for better revenue generation and economic stability. Lokobiri, who was represented by the Director, Upstream Ministry of Petroleum Resources, Kamoru Busari, spoke at the Society of Petroleum Engineers Oloibiri Lecture Series and Energy Forum with the theme Stability in the Energy Sector, Integrated Strategies for Infrastructure, Transportation and Security, held in Abuja yesterday. According to him, there is an ongoing vigorous approach by the government to rebuild the energy sector to an international standard. This is stressed followed the strong commitment made by President Bola Tinubu at the COP28, which held recently in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, UAE. Lokobi, however, lamented that over the years, insecurity has continued to disturb the stability of the energy sector in Nigeria, adding that proactive measures to prevent and discourage illegal activities should be embraced. Now, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, yesterday recorded its second electricity system collapse in 2024. The incident had reportedly scuttled the distribution of electricity by the electricity distribution companies discos to all parts of the nation. Media reports have it that there was no power supply in many parts of the nation, a development which compelled many businesses and households to generate their independent power at higher cost. However, spokesperson of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, Ndidi Umba, who confirmed the development, said there was indeed a system collapse. However, TCN has commenced recovery with power supply restored in Benin, Abuja, and some other parts of the nation. You are watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Still to come, Central Bank of Nigeria announces new guidelines on its recapitalization policy for banks in the country. This and more after the break. Do join us again. Right, welcome back from that break. You're watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Now let's talk politics. With no end in sight to the crisis rocking the Labour Party, 6 members of the Enugu State House of Assembly elected on the platform of the party have defected to the People's Democratic Party. This is on the heels of a statement by Sylvester Ejiofor, who described himself as the chairman of the Labour Party Board of Trustees, declaring that the party's leadership had been taken over from Julius Abure. Ejiofor in the statement declared that Abure's tenure had ended, dismissing his re-election on Wednesday at a convention held in Nnewi, Anambra State. The 6 Enugu LP lawmakers who defected from the party hinged their decision on the crisis rocking the party, alluding to the recent picketing of the Labour Party state offices by the Nigeria Labour Congress recently. The Nasarawa state government has vowed to prosecute killers of unspecified number of farmers in Kayana local government area of the state to serve as deterrents to other criminals in the area. Chairman of the council, Sanusi Abdul Giza, who made the vow at an emergency meeting with security personnel, traditional rulers, critical stakeholders, and representatives of all the ethnic groups of Kadarko chiefdom in the palace of Oso Kadarko yesterday, said the council would leave no stone unturned to ensure that the killers of the innocent farmers who were recently attacked in their farms were arrested and prosecuted. He described the killing of the farmers as most unfortunate, condemnable, unacceptable, and not to be condoned by his administration. The Central Bank of Nigeria has announced new guidelines on its recapitalization policy for banks in the country. The new guidelines were disclosed in a statement signed by its acting director, Corporate Communications, Sidi Ali, in Abuja. Ali said the Apex Bank had directed commercial banks with international authorization to increase their capital base to 500 billion naira and national banks to 200 billion naira. According to the acting CBN director, commercial banks with national licenses must meet a 200 billion naira threshold, while those with regional authorization are expected to achieve a 50 billion naira capital floor. The CBN's move came 2 days after the Monetary Policy Committee hinted that it would change the capital base of the nation's banks. A day which commemorates the crucifixion and death of Jesus Christ, Good Friday is reportedly observed annually between March 20th and April 23rd. This year, it falls on March 29, which is today. The Good Friday precedes Easter Sunday, which celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. The Christian holiday, Good Friday, also known as Holy Friday, Great and Holy Friday, and Black Friday, is a significant day for Christians worldwide. We'll be having a conversation on this in a moment with a clergyman who is a reverend at the Assumption Catholic Church in Delta State. But for now, that's it for news analysis. I am Omo Piece of Summer saying a good afternoon and many thanks for watching.